All right. Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, August 29th, last day of this trading month. Welcome to McBoss Capital Livestream. My name is Michael Chu. It's about 8:53 a.m. Mountain Time, almost 9 a.m. and Eastern Time is almost 11. We're seeing pretty big drops in Nasdaq right now, 1.29%. Dow is dropping 0.3%, S&P 0.6. Now the volume is right now at this moment is lower, so down 9% Nasdaq and down almost 6% on NYC. So if we close here, we wouldn't have a distribution day because the volume is lower. So that's the only good news right now. But in general, the market is getting hammered right now. A sea of red. Many stocks are in red right now. Now, usually on days like that, I am looking for outliers, right? Like stocks that are gonna turn green, especially this morning, it was already green while everything was red, right? Because those might be showing that signs of someone buying those stocks, accumulating shares in them. So anyhow, I just want to, mention that, so if you go to stocks on the move, there's really not many stocks here. That is the biggest problem. Um, Again, because so many stocks are red, right in the red. So if we do turn around today, then that'll be really good. I mean, this would be an opportunity to buy this dip, right? But if we don't turn around and we close, at this level or even worse, then yeah, then we may be, who knows, we may be heading for a bigger pullback, right? Because this is a pretty big, yeah, pretty big pullback, I would say, at least at this moment. So yeah, I don't want to chase. I don't buy on weakness usually. I only buy on strength. Um, because if you get caught in a downtrend, it could go a lot lower before it bounces, and I don't want to see my portfolio going down that way. So anyhow, let's jump to the index quickly here. QQQ on the daily chart, it's not a good chart right now because yesterday we were saying, hey, we have this tightness around the 10-day, and then we kind of move out, right? Which was a very good day yesterday. But today we reverse, and not only that, we're making lower lows, right? So technically, if we negate yesterday, like we don't count yesterday, we are actually kind of, you know, in a way, resuming this potential downtrend here. So that will be negative, right? So anyhow, this is Nasdaq. We had a good day yesterday, but today we reversed pretty much not only all of it, but we're giving up more. So that's not good. So it's almost like a trap. So we want to be careful here. And last day of the month, going into September, which is the worst month in the year in on average. So that's not good news, right? So we gotta be more cautious than usual because this, from a seasonality perspective, that is usually the worst month. So we want to be careful. Again, this reversal looks very ugly right now. Let's go to intraday 5-minute chart. So here's the ugly intraday chart. Look at this selling. This selling pressure gap down, and then it followed through on the selling like this, really strong. And then look at this bounce. It very quickly reversed. Like it only took 2 bars to knock out like 10 bars here almost. That is incredible selling. So yeah, I would be more cautious now. Looking at this. Of course, again, if it does reverse very strong, that will be very healthy because it probably shake out a lot of people. At least recent near-term stops here. Uh, so anyhow, just want to bring that into perspective there. Let's go into SPY. Very similar action, not as bad, but so SPY yesterday was able to make a new high again, and however, you see it's already making a lower low than yesterday. which is giving back everything from yesterday plus more, right? So another similar sign here. So here's the chart again, gap down, and then it followed through really hard, and then it tried to bounce, and then again, look, just 2 bars to take out the lows here. So just where again, the speed of it coming down is just tremendous. So I would always be more cautious when I see that. Um, so that's not good. Okay, let's go to Dow. Dow, we make new recent high here, and then we're trying to come back after the initial pullback. Overall, this chart still looks healthy, but again, we're giving up the lows of yesterday. Yeah, it's not at the 10-day yet, but it could come down to the 10-day easily. If it continue to close weaker here. So here we don't see as much of a gap down. We do see this accelerate downward momentum here, and then we tried to bounce, and then again it took like 3 bars. Now it did find support here so far, so we'll see. It's still early in the day, so anything can happen. So yeah, look at IWM pulling down as well. So IWM has been probably one of the stronger index recently, making new high yesterday. But today it's giving back. It's still quite far above the green line, the 10-day. But this one actually even was up a little bit at the open. It didn't gap down. So, but then again, we succumbed to more selling pressure at the beginning of the day. And we have broken the lows again here. It didn't bounce much right here. We see the bounce on other index, but here we didn't. So that's also negative. Um, yeah, so overall, other than the volume, it looks pretty bad. So I would be a little bit more cautious unless we have an upside reversal. Um, Putting money to work right now would be, especially new money would be quite could be very risky. Yeah. So anyhow, let's look at let's see. I don't. So the only news we have today is PCE data. So let's go into that here. So yeah, so just looking at we have Baba surging 12% after company report earnings. Let's take a quick look at that one. Volume, sorry, earnings are still pretty weak though going forward. So, but yeah, it did kind of break out from this pattern here. So yeah, pause, good breakout there. Celsius, Pepsi is increasing its stake. CLH. So except this quarter, let me see here. 1 cent to 7. Okay, actually this is wrong number here. That's interesting. So this is wrong number. Let me cross that out here. But yeah, 1 cent to 27 cent, 14 cents to 22, 18 to 27, 33 to 45, and then the sales number look pretty strong as well on this side right here. So yeah, it can be on my list here. I'm not sure if it is yet, but let's look at the current move right now. Yeah, I don't think it's on my list. I'll have to add it. So we have a nice tight pattern here. Look at this run right here, and then it just hold on to the 10-day very strong, and today it break out because of this news. So yeah, that is very good. Yes, I need to add this to my list here. Let me just put that down before, because I will forget if I don't. So CLH here. So hitting new high. We need to watch this because a little bit already extended, but with that news, this is a very strong pattern actually. So okay, so this is an outlier today. Um, Again, we're looking for stocks that are outliers today. Okay. Um, I'm just reading this. I don't see anything that is okay. So we'll come back to some of these earnings. There's some Marvel, Dell. They're down pretty big. Let's look at Affirm. So Affirm started out strong, but it's giving back right now. A gap out on the earnings. Yeah, it's trading at the low of the range right now. Um, let's look at the wallet, the earnings side. So negative 31 cents to 10 cents going forward. 23 to 24. So that's just a smaller gain there. And then 1 to 21 and 20 to 31. So overall, it looks pretty good. But because I have 10% minimum criteria, it probably won't be on my list anymore here. But yeah, strong breakout. It is pulling back on the highs right now. Um, so so the best chance for it is to yeah, it's a pretty big gap up, right? It's still up 12% even pulling back. So wow, it hit almost $100 this morning. So a lot of people are taking profit because of the market conditions right now. Yeah, so there's potential for this to go up more. We'll see. So that's a firm. Um, Another related stock that reported is Iron. This one also report earnings and also pulling back to the bottom of the range today, lowest. But yeah, so this last quarter, so this next three quarters looks pretty good, 20 cents roughly. And then the last quarter is also 20 cents, but it's a drop from a year ago. But yeah, very strong. So that's Iron there. So yeah, Dell, Marvel not doing well. ESTC, this one also reported, also a little bit weak on the earnings side here. So that's the only problem. Yeah. Baba we talk about. So this, so yeah, the inflation data right here. Okay, July core personal consumption expenditure price index, excluding food and energy, rose 0.3% with an increase of 0.29, annual increase of 2.9%, both within estimates. And then the PCA rose 0.2%. So this is core and this is not core. And then year over year 2.6 also match. So yeah, I'm not sure what sparked the sell off today. I mean, it was all across the board for most stocks, I would say. Like almost everything is red. Let's take a look at the growth. In a way, the IBD 50. I just want to see how it's doing right here. So this one is very interesting. Look at this morning. It actually went up in the morning before reversing. Wow, that's interesting because you wouldn't think it would even be up this morning with the way the index are trading, right? So that's very interesting. So the growth stocks has some power this morning, but again, along with the market, it gave back. But it's just very interesting that this morning it gap up. Um, okay, so that's that. Okay, let me keep going with this list here. Affirm, Emba doesn't have the strongest earnings as well, but it did move big this morning on earnings. Also sitting at the bottom of the day now. Uh, so this one, yeah, I see the forward guidance earnings are actually pretty low. Um, but market likes what it reported today. Um, there's some Chinese stock, Billy. BZ was another one. Goldfield. Okay, so all these three are gold stocks here. Let's take a look at that. GFI. So this one is making new high as we speak right now. So gold is doing good. This one, okay, so it's not quite new high yet, but it's bouncing back. So the slight pullback, never touched the 10-day here, and then it bounced. AU. This one is trying to come out right now from this tightness right there. That also looks good. AEM. This one is making new highs right now, so that's good. So yeah, let me look at the gold bullion. Look at this one. The gold price starting to move. So we're coming back to the previous high. I mean, if this breaks out, I mean, gold stock's gonna have a big move. So this was the last run right here. This was the breakout right here. So last time it broke out, you can see it just traded very nicely here. It never even come back down no more. Like before it broke out, it pulls back right here, pulls back right here, which is But this one has been trying so many times. Um, so this would be another time it's going to try. So, but gold is looking good. So that's the bullion. But if you look at GDX, which represent the gold miners here, like this one's already making new highs, right? So so the bullion price didn't move much, but the stock price are actually moving highs, right? Because in the gold bullion it was like consolidating, but this one keep making new highs. So and now it's making new highs. So the gold stocks are actually doing much better. The other stock that is kind of in the same category, silver, also making new high, Pan American Silver. Those are few stocks that are running here. Futu, Futu is trying to bounce back right now. So this was a nice reversal day right there, and then it's able to follow through the next day yesterday, and today, despite market down again, it's up. So it looked very strong. Futu. Um, so that one I need to also watch this guy. Again, we'll see how the market closes, but if the market does bounce back, I'll be adding positions today. Um, it's good to take advantage of this dip. But again, it's too early to tell right now. So that's full two. We have AT Chinese stock. Some Chinese stocks are doing okay. Upstart, CYD, that's another Chinese stock. Upstart. Okay, let's look at Upstart. So this one's doing okay too. So a firm reported iron. So most of the fintechs are actually doing not too bad. Again, with the market red today, to have a stock even in the green is quite good, right? Even though this has pulled back as well, but it looks like it's more orderly, right? As you can see, the bars are not like super down, like one big down kind of thing. So pretty orderly coming down. So yeah, it looks really good. It's building the right side of the base. So yeah, Upstart's doing well. So make sure I put the watch on this today. So again, if the market do bounce back today, some of this stuff it's good to add. Um, Let me go. So yeah, so there's not much here, really not much here. But let's go back to yesterday's list and see what else we have here. Yeah, I think a lot of it's because Nasdaq is down the most, so I would assume like a lot of this tech stocks are down quite a bit. AMD, so this one is definitely getting a big hit right now because it didn't come out of the 10-day. Broadcom, oh, big hit. Look at this hit. Wow, it's just pulling back pretty sharp. Um, Nvidia. This one, this one also got reversed yesterday. That's really bad. And then, well, it came. Yesterday was reporting earnings, and it ended up only down. Let's see. only down 0.79. So that wasn't too bad actually. Today was looking bad. Because it just comes straight down. Uh, so I don't know. Like again, the Nasdaq index doesn't look that good right now, right? But app loading, look at app loading. It's holding pretty tight. It's only down 1%. Palantir is not doing that well still. It just doesn't have any power. But today it's not down a lot, which is interesting. The Credo is pulling back much lower than yesterday's low, making a new low. So this is pulling back pretty sharp today, 5%. MGNI, this one pulling back again, and like as long as they don't give back even half of yesterday's gain, that will be a welcome sign. So this is only down 1.5%, and this is still near new high, right? So it looks good. Um, Reddit, Reddit, yeah. Again, this one very surprising. It's not down much compared to yesterday's gain, so that's a good sign. Let's see what else we missed here. Look at Google. Look at Google. Wow, it's already trading near the high of the day. That is amazing. Live 360. This one not giving up too much, 0.9% right now. It might break the low of yesterday. Momentum is giving back about half of yesterday's gain, so near new highs as well. So a lot of these stocks still look pretty good. Like it's not like total chaos, right? So so yeah, okay, let's look at some of the chips here. MTSI. These are not the big caps. So this one giving back more than yesterday's. So hitting the lower low. So this is giving back quite a bit. Rambus, same thing, giving back more. SITM. So that's exactly what you don't want to see, but you know it happens. This one is holding tight. Look at this, only down. It's up 0.1%. That's SITM. Um, Look at STX here. Data storage. This one is almost challenging the low of yesterday. MU. This one is also challenging the low yesterday. Zeta. So this one is green today. It pulled back yesterday, but today you see it hold yesterday's low, which is quite interesting. RNG, Ring Central. This one also green, also holding pretty good. So yeah, so there's a couple of stocks here that are holding up better. Uh, Look at the retail side. Bros, this one is challenging yesterday's low, it's pulling back. CCL, this Carnival, this one is also pulling back. RCL, this is Royal Caribbean. So the cruise line have been doing pretty well, but now it's pulling back as well. Talk about Cell Age, yeah. SE. This one is holding up well. Look at this, up 0.8%. So again, any stocks that are green right now, I would be like watching them more closely because they're actually performing relatively stronger. Viking. This is another cruise line also pull. So all the cruise line been making new highs up to till today. White though, this one's pulling back. It's already bouncing from this morning's low. That's good. It's bouncing near the green line to WW. This one is pulling back very slightly as well. This is a really strong stock performer. So yeah, so some of these leaders are still doing holding pretty good. On the industrial side, I saw a lot of red this morning, like big red. So let's see, CLS. Yeah, look at this drop. This is big reversal from yesterday. BRT. Unfortunately, none of this, all of these are getting hammered today, big time. So when it's such a big drop, I would like, obviously I'm out of this now, but when with such a big reversal, I would be very cautious, like to getting back in. Like, even if it bounce, I probably won't get back in. I'll wait a day or two to see what happens. Because this is a really, unless it completely reverse like all the way to the back to the top, but it's unlikely. Let's look at some of these other leaders here. FN. So industrial is getting hit hard. Well, these are all, some of these are AI related, but FN here making new lower loading yesterday. ESLT pulling back. So this one pulling back, not too bad, but it's still pulling back. Road. So this one is pulling. So this one, yeah, probably hit my stop this morning. Um. So yeah, some of these are pulling back right now. Health side, there's a few that is bucking the trend. Let's see. ASTH. So this one is bucking the trend. This one is coming out of this long 200-day moving average, and this is really tight trading here. Like it was gap up right here, and then it kind of just went sideways instead of coming down. So really healthy chart. It's a small cap. Um, FSM. This one, oh, this one is in. Okay, I think I looked at the wrong one. FMS, sorry. FMS, Renius Medical Care. This one has a bounce this morning. This coming up really strong, and then it pulled back, and then it bounced this morning. So I'm not sure it will work, but we'll see. Um, yeah, not too many. Uh, Again, there are lots of stocks in the red today, so to find even a few in the green is pretty hard. Oh yeah, I forgot about Barrick Mining. That is in the gold. So Barrick Mining is one of the strongest chart right now. Look at this run here, and then look at this. It went sideways. Today, look at this bounce. It's already bouncing. The 10-day is right here, but it's already bouncing. That just show it doesn't want to come back down. So another strong stock there. Okay, let's go to um. Let's see the financials. We talk about Futu, talk about Upstart. Again, many stocks that are down today. Let me find EBC is one that is was up earlier. Let's see. Yes, it making new recent high. This is also a small cap. Eastern Bank shares. Um, yeah, so there is some few, not many. Again, as the day progress, hopefully more stocks will turn green and at least bounce back from this bottom. But hard to say. Let me go back to the index one more time. QQQ. On the weekly chart, you can see it's red right now. So if it close here, we have a down week, two consecutive down week because last week was down still. And this week we're trying to bounce back, but like I said, it's giving back a lot today. So that's QQQ. If you look at intraday chart, again, we're seeing this sharp drop. This is what I really don't like to see. And then we test the bottom, one more time here. So if we gradually progress back, even halfway, more than halfway, I would like to see. It doesn't. If it comes back above this day low, that will be intraday low. That will be, I mean intraday high. That will be really good. But if it even come back halfway, I'll be happy. SPY, very similar chart. DIA, Dow Jones here. Okay, so Dow Jones. Um, yeah, I keep finding resistance up at the top here, so I don't know. Let's see, IWM. This one looks the weakest of all. Um, so again, we'll see. So we have test the low here. So we really need to find support at this low. Otherwise, we're gonna keep going lower today, and we're gonna have a really bad Friday closing. And we have Monday long weekend. But anyhow, I will come up with some videos this weekend. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a good long weekend. Thank you.